Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello, welcome to Accountancy online classes of 2nd PU Commerce. In today's class, let me take up interest on drawings and partnership fundamentals. We have already studied profit and loss appropriation account, how to provide interest on capital, and how to appropriate the profits if the profits are not sufficient to pay interest on capital. What is the specific provision we have studied by solving the problems on profit and loss appropriation account. Now next part is calculation of interest on drawings of the partners. When we provide interest on capital to the partners, that is interest on the amount contributed by the partners in the firm. Mr. A has invested rupees 1 lakh in the business. If it is not invested in the business and if it would have been invested elsewhere, maybe in bank, he would have got interest on the deposit made by him after 1 year. So naturally, A must get some interest on the capital contributed by him in the firm. That is true. On the other hand, when Mr. A is getting interest on the capital contributed by him, he must get interest on the drawing, he must pay interest on the drawings made by him. That is, the firm should receive interest on the drawings made by the partner. To put it in other way, when we deposit money into our bank account, or if we keep fixed deposit, we will get interest from the bank on the deposits made by us. In the same way, when we borrow loan from the bank, banker will charge interest from us, or we have to pay interest on the loan borrowed by us. So here also in the firm, when the partner is getting interest on the capital contributed by him in the firm, he must get interest on the drawings made by him. He must pay interest on the drawings made by him. So here it is necessary to know about the interest on drawings. So we will study about the interest on drawings that is to be calculated in case of partnership firm. There are 3 methods of calculation of interest on drawings. First one is specific period method. Specific period method. Second one is product method. Third one is average period method. Average period method or shortcut method. Shortcut method. So these are the 3 methods of calculation of interest on drawings. First one is not that important because no questions are given in the question bank, but still we should know. That is simply calculating like we calculate interest on each of the withdrawals for the number of months, outstanding months. Suppose Mr. A has withdrawn rupees 10,000, rupees 10,000 being withdrawn by Mr. A. Maybe on 1st April, at the beginning of the year itself, accounting year starts on 1st April, Mr. A withdrew rupees 10,000 and the interest on drawings is chargeable at 10% per annum. This should be calculated for full year, 1 year. So straight away we can say that the interest on drawings to be payable by Mr. A to the firm is 1,000. Likewise, we will calculate interest on each of the withdrawals. Let me take another example here itself. 10,000 again withdrawn by Mr. A on 1st October, that is after half year, April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months elapsed. After that he withdrew on 1st October. So from the date of withdrawal till the end of the accounting year. In this case, accounting year ends on 31st March of the next year. 31st March of the next year, because the accounting year was started on 1st April of the previous year. So here from 1st October to 31st March, it will be a period of 6 months. So for half year, we have to calculate interest on drawings. Rate of interest remains as it is, 10%. And for half year, 1/2 or 6 months, 6 months out of 12 months, 6/12, here it will be rupees 500. So we will calculate for each of the withdrawals individually, and the total interest that is calculated individually will be clubbed together, added together. Here total amount of interest on drawings made by Mr. A is 1,500 rupees, 1,500. This is what the specific period method is. Here there is no much effort. For each of the withdrawals, we will calculate at the given rate of interest for the outstanding period, that is from the date of withdrawal till the end of the accounting year. Till the end of the accounting year, we will calculate interest, and we will write here in outer column, and for each of the withdrawals we will calculate like that, and the interest calculated likewise will be added together to get the total interest on drawings made by Mr. A. This is called specific period method. No confusion here. Very simple. Total amount withdrawn into rate of interest into time period. So that is what you have to do under specific period method. I will not solve any problem on this. Now, second one is product method. Product method. Very, very important from examination point of view. Most of the times they will ask a problem of 6 marks under product method. That is during last March board exam, they asked a problem on product method. If you go through the question paper, you will come to know. What is product method? Here what we will do is, we can apply this method when the amount of withdrawal are different and withdrawals were made at different dates, not uniform dates. It is not like 1st of every month or end of every month, 15th of every month. No, not like that. Any date for that matter. On different dates, different amounts are withdrawn. Then we have to use product method. We have to use product method. That is, what we will do is, we will take the date of withdrawal, then we will calculate the number of outstanding months, that is from the date of withdrawal till the end of the accounting year, that is outstanding period will be calculated. Then amount withdrawn will be written. Then amount withdrawn into outstanding months will be taken as the product. For each of the withdrawals, we will calculate product like that. Then we will write the total products. We will add the product of each of the withdrawals and we will take the total product. This total product will be multiplied by the rate of interest into 1 unit of time, because we take it as month. So 1/12, 1 month will be taken as the base. So into 1/12 we will do. Let us solve a problem. We will come to know how to solve a problem under product method. So take your question bank, page number 25, page number 25, problem number 1. First problem, I'll read out the problem for you. Yashasvi and Tapasvi are partners in a firm during the year ended 31st March 2016. Remember, when the year ends on 31st March 2016, that means the year has commenced on 1st April 2015. So, accounting year is a period of 12 months starting from 1st April 2015 and ends on 31st March 2016. Yashasvi makes the drawings as under. Date of drawings given, amount is given. 1st August 2015, 5,000. 31st December 2015, 10,000. 31st March 2016, 15,000. So there are 3 withdrawals. Partnership deed provided that partners are to be charged interest on drawings at the rate of 12% per annum. Interest on drawings percentage is given, very easy now. Calculate the interest on drawings of Yashasvi under product method. So now we have to calculate how to proceed further. So write calculation of interest on drawings. Calculation of statement showing calculation of interest on drawings. Let us solve the problem. Statement showing calculation of interest on drawings. Interest on drawings. Interest on drawings. So draw the columns. We'll extend here. Provide for the columns. Interest on drawings calculation. You have to draw 4 columns. First, second, bit small columns. This much is enough. This is to write the amount. Then third one is time period, to write the number of months. Then last one to write the product. So column headings: date, amount in rupees, amount. Third column, time period, time period, time period. And last one is product. Last one is product. Date, amount in rupees, time period, and product. Do like this. Draw the columns like this. Statement showing calculation of interest on drawings. Now write one by one. Date given in the problem: August 1st, 2015. August 1st, 2015. August 1st, 2015. Date. Amount of withdrawal 5,000. Time period 1st August. Remember, here most of the students do mistake here. If you do a small mistake here while calculating the number of months, your entire solution goes wrong. Remember, you will get a big 0 in place of 6. However small the mistake is, it will cost you 6 marks. Remember. So 1st August, remember, whenever the beginning date is given, you have to include that month. When amount is withdrawn on 1st August, then you have to include that month because August has just started, whole month is there. So from August itself you have to calculate August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So 8 months are there. You have to calculate from the date of withdrawal till the end of the accounting year. That is, you can write here, write in pencil, so that in board exam you will remember how to calculate. I will write here. This is actually in board exam you need not have to write this. You need not have to write this. But using a pencil, write here 1st August 2015 to 31st March 2016. Write like this. Now it is very easy. 1st August to 31st March. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 8 months, right? So write here 8 months. 8 months. Product means, that is, you have to multiply the time period to the total amount. Total amount into time period is nothing but product. So assign column numbers for this so that there is no confusion. First column, second column, third column and fourth column. Fourth column, right here, this is 2 into 3. 2 into 3. Column 4 means 2 into 3. That is amount into time period. So multiply now and write the amount. 5 8s are 40. So 40,000. 40,000. That is the product. If you want, by using a pencil, write here 5,000 into 8. But don't write in the examination. For your information, you just mark. Then, second withdrawal was on 31st December 2015. December 31st 2015. So write here from 31st December 2015 means month is done. December month ended. So don't count December month. Students, when they see December, they will start counting from December. Then they will go wrong. 1 month will be added extra. So your answer will be wrong. So be careful when the end of the month is given, leave that month and count from the next month onwards. December 31st means January, February, March, only 3 months. Don't count December month. Here we took August because the withdrawal was made on 1st August itself. So we have included that month. Now here 31st December means 1st January 2016 to 31st March 2016. So January, February, March, only 3 months. Only 3 months here. What is the amount? What is the amount? That is 10,000. Write the amount here in amount column. 3 months we have already calculated. So write 3 months. Write the product here. Write the product. 10,000 into 3, 30,000. 30,000. This is the product. 10,000 into 3. Write by using pencil. 30,000. Last one, third withdrawal was on 31st March 2016. 31st March 2016. March 31st 2016, or that is the end of the accounting year. On that date itself the year ends. So don't count that because there are no months at all. On the last day of the accounting year the amount was withdrawn. So no need to pay any interest on that amount. because the amount of withdrawal was on the last working day of the year. So here 31st March 2016 to 31st March 2016. So it will be 0 month. 0 month. Amount was 15,000. 15,000. So now write the product. 15,000 into 0, not 15,000, it is 0 only. So 0 here, 15,000 into 0. So this is what. Now let us take the total product, total of the products. Total product. Total product 30 plus 40, 70,000. 70,000 is the total product. Now you have to apply one formula. There is a formula: total product into rate of interest into 1 unit of time. So write the formula. Interest on drawings is equal to, right below that, interest on drawings is equal to sum of product into rate of interest, or you just write rate into 1 unit of time. 1 unit of time. 1 unit of time. 1 unit of time is equal to, interest on drawings is equal to sum of product. We have that total of product, that is 70,000. 70,000 into rate of interest. It is given as partnership deed provided that partners are to be charged interest on drawings at 12% per annum. So into 12%, 12 by 100 into 1 unit of time, that is 1 by 12. 1 unit of time in the sense we have calculated in months here. So 1 month is the 1 unit of time. Unit of time is month here. So we take 1 month. 1 month, how to write? 1 by 12. 1 by 12. Now cancel this 12 and 12 zeros. Now the total amount of interest on drawings is equal to rupees 700. Remember, while writing the answer, write rupees, otherwise they will deduct 1 mark in board exam. While valuing your answer papers, they will deduct 1 mark for not writing the rupees. Students have the habit of writing just is equal to 700, done. So write rupees here. Right here, you have to write final answer. Remember, for writing final answer, 1 mark. For solving the problem or for writing the formula, for solving there is a problem, then writing the final answer. This is also one of the steps. They will deduct 1 mark for not writing the final answer. You have to write, therefore, interest on drawings. Interest on drawings. Interest on drawings of what is the name? Was given in the problem. Yashasvi makes the drawings, right? So interest on drawings of Yashasvi is equal to rupees 700. Write in a full sentence. Therefore, interest on drawings of Yashasvi is equal to rupees 700. Rupees 700. Understood this? We will take up the other problem in the next class. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.